This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, bibliophiles rejoice. The Regent 24-hour book sale is this Friday, and many hundreds of hours are invested in getting it right. The 37th Brass Monkey Motorcycle Rally de Aotearoa was once again very well attended, even if it didn't freeze the monkey. And from a miraculous age unforgotten, Oamaru is once again filled with Steampunk Festival, and it was magnificent. Kia ora, good evening with The South Today. I'm Craig Story. Around this time every year, Dunedin's Regent Theatre hosts its annual 24-hour fundraising book sale. It's scheduled to begin at noon this Friday. However, many months of work by a dedicated army of volunteers have led up to this day, a day highly anticipated on many bibliophiles' calendars.
The majestic Regent Theatre in Dunedin's Octagon wasn't always this splendid, prompting the first fundraising book sale in 1979. It's been held every year in May or June since. The theatre's marketing manager, Hannah Malloy, has also been spending some time in the secret location where the books are stored.
This is affectionately known as the secret storage location, and it's a place that's slightly outside of the Regent's footprint, I guess, and it's where we store a lot of items over the year, but at this time of the year particularly, all of these boxes are jammed full of books that have been meticulously sorted.
She says around 50 volunteers will be working flat out from noon on Friday to noon Saturday, selling books and making sure the stock is rotated and available.
Well, I guess if each of these boxes holds about 40 books, and I think we bring about maybe 100,000 books, 100,000 boxes through, I think, is the numbers approximately. So that's a lot of books.
There are special items among the potentially 500,000 books, and included this year is a collection that Malloy says Otago sports fans will treasure.
Yeah, we had this incredible bequest from Peter Sellers, the renowned sports broadcaster, and he's a Dunedin entity. He bequeathed his collection of sports and performing arts memorabilia to the theatre, which is pretty incredible. And so on the mezzanine, which is up by the bars on the way up to the circle, up there there'll be a sale table for some of that collection as well. There's some pretty amazing bits and pieces in there. And we will also be having an online auction for some of the really incredible pieces, but there'll be information up there about how to access that as well.
As is the tradition, there will be musicians playing at most times from noon on Friday through to the close at noon on Saturday. Malloy says the initial few hours of the sale can be intimidating to people who aren't comfortable in crowds, so the organisers recommend people choose times to come. She says new stock is brought out regularly throughout the entire 24-hour period, so there's no chance of missing out on that special book. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
Seriously unmissable. The winner of the New Zealand Gold Guitar Awards is excited about what the future may hold for her. 18-year-old Jenny Mitchell of Gore won the senior section with her original song, So Far. It was her first time competing in the senior section, having won the intermediate section last year. This year she won Best Singer-Songwriter, Female Vocal, Gospel and New Zealand Song categories at the awards ceremony. My goodness. Ms. Mitchell now goes on a songwriting retreat to develop her skills and will soon release a single with an accompanying music video. Well, snow and frost have greeted many of the riders, in fact all of them, at the annual Brass Monkey Motorcycle Rally. However, the weekend temperature stayed above freezing for the 37th running of the event. The warmer than usual conditions at the Ida Burn Dam in Aotearoa were happily greeted by most of the regular attendees. This was John Tunzelman's 36th Brass Monkey, making him one of a handful of people who've attended almost every rally since its inception.
The first time we came here, we had to scrape 3 or 4 inches of snow off the ground before we put our tents down. Then slept on it snow, no floor in the tent, but we had some old sacks. And when we took the tent down the next day and lifted up the sacks, the snow we hadn't been able to scrape off was still there. So
There wasn't even a dent in it. We hadn't melted nothing.
Mr. Tunzelman rode to Oturihua on his Honda ST 1100, but other years he's come on a variety of other English bikes, a Vincent Black Shadow, a Vincent Black Prince and a Vincent Comet. John Willems, one of the organisers, he says that some of this year's rally goers were wishing the weekend was a bit cooler, maybe next year. Central Otago, again, is on its way to being registered as a formal wine region, as wine growers look forward to legal protection for their area. The Central Otago Wine Growers Association, COWA, is drafting a geographical indications application for the Central Otago wine region. If Central's GI is approved, individual wineries will be able to use it as long as 85% of the grapes used in the wine are grown in the area. COWA General Manager Glenys Cowan says the legal recognition of Central Otago as a wine region would offer much valued protection for its wines. And hundreds of people and hundreds of thousands of dollars poured into Oamaru over the past week as the town came alive for the 2017 Steampunk New Zealand Festival weekend. Events included teapot racing, it's true, it's a real thing, tea dueling, this is it here, a beer launch, a murder mystery, a fashion show which was spectacular, and Tourism Waitaki's Fire and Steam Festival on Friday night.
Other attractions like the Victorian Festival, the Penguins, the Cycle Trail and things like this. I think very specifically the Steampunk Festival adds an element around the world that Oamaru is becoming recognised for. The
Steampunk celebration is now the biggest of its kind in the Southern Hemisphere. Waitaki Mayor Gary Kircher says the event adds to Oamaru's reputation of being a very interesting place. He says a lot of visitors to the town would have encountered the steampunkers, as many stopped to take photos of the festival participants. It is a grand affair and you really should go. Still to come on the South today, the Luma Festival in Queenstown attracted 35,000 people, almost overwhelming the event's organisers with its scintillating success.
It's on again. The Star Regent 24-hour book sale starts noon, 9th of June. Don't miss out.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever. From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books. With the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274.
We need your help to secure the future of Dunedin Hospital. The Dunedin City Council is leading the community's call to redevelop Dunedin Hospital as a top-flight teaching hospital right in the city centre. Have you sent your SOS? Add your voice to the thousands demanding central government commit to the health and well-being of the whole southern region. Go to dunedinhospitalsos.nz and fill out your form, or head to a library near you to fill out a paper copy. dunedinhospitalsos.nz.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
We're a 25 Moray Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
She may be the love that cannot hope to last. May come to me from shadows.
Europe in Concert rerun. Channel 39 brings you some of the world's most interesting musicians on stage. Mondays, 10 p.m. Thank you for staying with The South today. 35,000 people attended the Luma Light Festival in the Queenstown Gardens at the weekend, which is over twice as many as the event organisers predicted. The four-day lighting extravaganza showcased colourful and inventive luminous art and sculptures. The busiest day was on Sunday with 10,000 people visiting, and Luma director Duncan Forsyth
We were
said he
surprised
was
at the
ecstatic.
numbers. You know, we got up to 35, between 30 and 35,000. So we'll take 35, and that was twice what we were expecting.
25 artists showcased their luminous artwork, and the majority have indicated that they will return next year. It is likely that next year's show will expand to include an illuminated Earnslaw steamer and the Skyline gondola. Everybody wants in now, don't they? The descendants of the original Chinese owners have given the stewardship of their land and the buildings to the Ashburton Council, which is preparing a plan to restore the buildings as a heritage village. The area was largely abandoned since the 1960s, and The South Today's John Keast has more on this interesting story.
This is one of Ashburton's historical secrets, a Chinese market garden village. It was born in 1920, rose to prominence in the 1940s and 50s, and now it's a selection of tumble-down sheds, but there are plans to save it. Let's have a look. Chinese market gardeners grew and sold vegetables here. They lived here. They worked here. At one point there was a school, and the site has a rare and restored Chinese oven, a brick-lined pit into which food was lowered from an overhead gantry. A problem for the many Chinese owners, though, was that the land in so many titles, it could not be sold. So several years ago the owners approached the Ashburton Council to offer the use of the land for the benefit of the district. The council said yes. It has now employed a heritage expert, Arlene Beard, to prepare a plan for the village, and that should be with the council later this year. An early suggestion is to use some of the 2.3 hectare site as a community garden. The council is also seeking money to help with the redevelopment, and the hope is to restore sections of the village to tell the story of how Chinese families worked and lived far from their homeland.
After the break on The South Today, Southlanders are being asked who shall get the nod for the Trustpower Invercargill Southland Community Award. Your nominations are important. Also, tomorrow's ODT and the lovely, lovely weather forecast.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
The outrageous thing in New Zealand at the moment is that we have the leading rate of colorectal cancer in the developed world, highest for women and third highest for men.
Rates in women are hugely raised compared to other countries. So whereas in other countries it's 2 men for every 1 woman, In New Zealand it's almost 1-to-1.
Sadly, it's New Zealand's silent killer.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoai Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Autumn is here. Too late to sow grass seed, but never fear. Ready Lawn is here. Ready Lawn, your perfect all year round solution. Call Ready Lawn today.
It's on again. The Star Regent 24-hour book sale starts noon, 9th of June. Don't miss out.
University of Otago. Usually the atmosphere is charged with the energy of student life. But this week is the week before exams.
Hey, Tane. Not now, man. I'm panicking. Come on, mate. I know just what you need. In here? No. Is this it? No. This is the place to ease your stress.
Hey, Tane. Fancy a little cuddle?
Loss of collagen is the reason for those fine lines and wrinkles. Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Joints, tendons, ligaments and cartilage all benefit from healthy collagen levels, the very foundation of structural health. Support collagen levels naturally with Collagen Plus by Silberhorn. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call now 0800 502 402.
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
Oakley's Bathroom Centre proudly brings you junior football from around Dunedin. Off the Bar, Saturday 7 p.m, Sunday 1 p.m and Tuesday afternoon 3:30 p.m. Thank you for staying with the South today. Kew resident Lindley Hood is urging the Otago Regional Council to introduce a community services bus card discount to help transport disadvantaged people in Dunedin. She is suggesting an extension of the bus discount system and other improvements in the Course to Feen bus service for several years, and she's made a detailed submission to the Council in 2014. She says public transport is important for all sorts of reasons, certainly for inclusiveness and giving everybody a chance. Ms Hood says she often sees bus users checking their small change to see if they could afford to use the bus, as clearly not everyone can. Southlanders, you are being given the opportunity to recognise and to thank voluntary groups for making their community a better place in which to live. How you can do this? You nominate these groups for a Trustpower Invercargill Southland Community Award. The awards cover 5 categories, from sport to education and well-being, and are a partnership with the Invercargill City and the Southland District Councils. Trustpower Community Relations Representative Alice Boyd says the awards can make a real impact on volunteers who are recognised. Last year's winner, Kohakai, went on to win the National Award ahead of 24 other groups. Entries close in August. Get scribbling now. Pay attention. As previously advised, power will be turned off to approximately 600 electricity customers in Mosgiel and Dunedin from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow. Aurora Energy says affected customers have been notified in advance by their electricity retailers. Aurora Energy is upgrading the electricity network through its Fast Track Pole program to ensure safe, reliable supply to homes, schools and businesses. Line crews will be replacing 7 poles in Mosgiel. For the safety of the public and our workers, they need to turn power off at parts of Bush Road, Larnack Street, Perth Street, Carlisle Road, Tay Street, Graham Street, Silverstream Drive and the surrounding areas. Be advised. All right, stay where you are because we're going to recap tonight's top stories on the South Today. Around this time every year, Dunedin's Regent Theatre hosts its annual 24-hour fundraising book sale, following many months of work by dedicated volunteers. Snow and frost have greeted riders in the annual Brass Monkey Rally. However, the weekend temperature wasn't cold enough for many of them for the 37th running of the bikes, and hundreds of people and hundreds of thousands of dollars poured into Oamaru over the past week as the town came alive for the 2017 Steampunk New Zealand Festival. I need to take a breather and listen to Barry Stewart. What's in tomorrow's ODT,
Hello,
Barry?
Craig. Well, actually, I'm looking forward to the book sale.
Go on.
Yep, looking forward to that. That'll be on top of my list, my to-do list on Friday.
Oh, good man.
Okay, so what's in the ODT tomorrow? An ambitious plan to save the Cadbury factory through a share offer plan is being unveiled.
Ooh.
So details of that in your ODT tomorrow. A monster turkey is on the loose in St Clair, and that's a true story.
Could you say
look
that
out
again?
for that with a straight face. A monster turkey is on the loose in St Clair. We have a photograph to prove it.
Oh, I love it.
Of the elusive bird. The Community Trust has given $600,000 towards the artificial football turf.
Yes.
So good news for that. That's on the way to achieving that target. Coker Valley College has filed an urgent request for extra staff to cope with an unprecedented surge in pupil numbers at the school.
Popularity is its own success.
Exactly, so they're doing very well, so that's a good news story. The All Blacks have been named for the Lions series. Well, they're actually going to be named on Thursday, but we're naming them tomorrow. Okay. So sports editor Steve Hepburn has a look at his list, and he picks his team. So have a look at that one and see how he fares.
Right, so that's Steve's selections?
Steve's selections. It's not the official version.
Not Hanson's selection.
Not the Steve Hansen
Not the other
version,
Steve.
no, but we'll be pretty close, no doubt.
Good man. Good read.
All right,
Monster
that and lots
turkey.
more.
Monster turkey.
Look out for the turkey.
I look forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, prepare yourself now because here comes tomorrow's weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Sportsville.
And the southern view, another beautiful picture of Lake Wakatipu in Queenstown, and that is Oriti Beach in Invercargill, just as you drive in coming off the tarmac. Looking at the situation, a weak front limps across the region tomorrow, bringing a southwesterly change and isolated showers. But in general, it's plain sailing for the week ahead, but wait, there's more. Cold weather might attend by the weekend. All across the deep south, brief showers and a southwesterly change all across the lower part. Temperatures pinned fairly low in the mercury at 9. To the central outlook now, moving into Alexandra, fine and southwesters and 11, same for you in Queenstown. Taona, you should expect brief showers, 9 and southwesters, and light southerlies and fine conditions in Wanaka. Very cool though. Off to the north now, Oamaru, rain is likely in moderate southwesters and 10, fine in Omarama, 9 and light southwesters, similar conditions in Timaru, but 11 and light southwesters and fine conditions in Twizel. In Dunedin tonight, fine, crisp, clear, cold and 2. Wednesday should be sunny, but a shower or 2 by the afternoon, and cold southwesters easing. 5 and 10 are your numbers, but Thursday is mostly fine and dandy. Cold temperatures and nighttime frost, -2 overnight. 11 is your high for Thursday. In Invercargill, cloudy tonight, westerlies and 6. Wednesday treats you to a few showers and cold southwesters as you make the traverse to work, but a much better afternoon as promised, 1 and 9 though. Thursday and Friday, fine and sunny, cool temperatures and frosts, but there will be no showers, -1 and 10. Good conditions for turnips. I believe it's turnips. I'm Craig Story. That has been the South Today. The turkey story has just thrown me. Have a lovely evening. See you tomorrow night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.